Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to DevineHealing. Welcome all of you guys that are new and welcome back to me because I haven't been here for a while. I have been making videos on my other channel but as yet I haven't been able to make one for this channel, so I'm here now. And a lot of people have actually gone to the other channel and said, where the heck are you? Come back, we want to hear more about the You Are a Healer or You Can Heal Your Life, so You Are a Healer section. And this is the Louise Hay's book, and if you've been following on, this is the 12th part to this series, and as I said before, it will be as long as it needs to be. And I wasn't sure whether it was going to be the last one last time actually, but I'm going to keep continuing through, and we have been going through different problems that we are finding physically in our life. Maybe it doesn't relate to you, but maybe someone that you know. And the common feeling or emotion that can set this problem into motion in your life, and then a way that we can change that emotion into something more positive, and then it brings a healing into your life. Now there is that, you know, there is this willingness to heal and looking at the emotion. Sometimes I have found that there is a much deeper emotion than what may be in here. Okay, so remember that this is just a rough guide. If you haven't tried anything like this before, this is really going to set you on the right path to healing. But there are a lot of deeper issues to every single situation. And when you start facing those, you will receive the bigger healing in your life. So I'll talk a little bit about that as we go through. And remember, this is just my views, these are just my ideas of things that have worked, and I like to just pass it off to you so you can do with it what you like. And as I said to you, we have been going through this book, and at the end of the book, if you hang about and you wait until the very end, I will do some energy healing at the very end. Now, each of you have been learning as we've been going along how you are a healer. I also have a free ebook, so it's a distance healing ebook. Now you can download this thing and keep it with you, and it will help you to practice your own abilities of healing, because everybody is a healer, meaning you have healing energy inside of you, and if you don't start releasing it, then you may feel actually worse than ever. You may have lots of problems that is just an energy build-up, and because you have blockages in your body, such as, for example, say you have a bad elbow and there's a blockage of energy there, then it's going to build up around your arm. This energy is going to build up around your arm, and you could be feeling like aching and, you know, heavy, and a lot of people get that bursitis in their arms, and it's all because there's this build up. You know, one of the things is there is this build up of your own energy inside of you that you need to release. So as you're releasing, then you are able to accept healing more readily. So download the free guide to distance healing. I think there is a link if you go to my channel, the actual channel, you can see it. Otherwise, I'll put the link in down below here underneath this video. So this is free to use. There's also one if you are you know, into angel readings or attunements, and someone has said, you know, they want to send you an attunement, or you're looking at these things. I have another free one, which is angel readings and attunements, which tells you about that process and how you can have that, and what you should be looking out for if you are looking to go to someone else for a reading or advice or guidance, what you need to be looking out for and what they may offer you. So that's there for you as well if you need it. And there'll be a whole lot more coming, because I like to just, you know, write and then give it away. So without talking too much more, I guess, about all that sort of stuff, all of those things are available there, or else you can just go to my website and you'll see even more advice and articles about different things there. So what we're going to do is, I'm not sure actually, I have my little placer there, but there are some things that I can't go through every single one of them. So I'm going to start with L. I'm nearly finished L. So here we go. The first one is people with lymphatic problems, the lymphatic system. Okay, So this is when you might just get big lumps in your neck and things like this going on, or even lymphatic cancer, for example. Okay, a warning that the mind needs to be recentered on the essentials of love and joy. So if those things are lacking in your life, you could be getting problems with your lymph system. So there is a new way of thinking about this, and that is, I'm now totally centered in the love and joy of being alive. I flow with life. See everything flowing? Because see, there's a blockage of energy in your lymphatic system, and you know, it's fighting off some sort of infection going on in your body, and it just comes into this hard lump. So we need this flow to go through there. I flow with life. Peace of mind is mine. Okay, so your mind needs to be re-centered back on the essentials of life, and these are love and joy in your life. If those things are totally missing, is any wonder you're going to start to get some sort of infection going on in your body, you know, or your lymphatic system, you know, it's talking about your lymphatic system, but the infection in your body. Especially I found when a lot of people don't express love very often, they get problems inside their mouth and in their throat area, you know, because they're not saying to people, I love you, or even saying that to themselves. So just change that way of thinking into, I am now totally centered in love and joy of being alive. I flow with life. Peace of mind is mine. So that's for lymph problems. You also might want to start jumping on a rebounder or a mini trampoline, which is something that I do every single day. And what happens is the cellulite starts to go on your body, and your lymphatic system is pumping like this, whereas, you know, it doesn't have, you know, the heart pumps like that, but the lymphatic system doesn't. But when you jump up and down, it starts to open and shut like this, which clears toxins from your body, which helps get rid of the cellulite, and, you know, all of these, you just start feeling 100% better when you start using a rebounder. You can look it up, just have a look, but I'm also going to do some videos with me on the rebounder, and you guys can do it with me if you want. So it would be great for a laugh, I thought. And I've just been looking at copyright for music though, so it's pretty hard to get it on YouTube, and because obviously you need the music up loud when you're jumping around like a maniac. So if you guys know of any music that I can use that is free to use, I will plug away for you. Your name will be all over the place. It has to be, you know, boppy music that we can jump to. Otherwise, I'll do it anyway, and then you guys won't feel so silly jumping around with me. So, lymphatic system, get a rebounder. Okay, and also change the way that you think about yourself. Well, that will come because you'll be having so much fun on the rebounder, then, you know, you'll naturally change your point of view. Okay, menopause problems. Now, all the ladies that have go through menopause get this massive flushing in the cheeks. They just get these hot flushes all the time. They get cranky, you name it. So anyway, menopause problems is fear of no longer being wanted, fear of aging, oh my gosh, self-rejection, and not being good enough. Well, there's so many people that have a fear of aging. I mean, all you really need to do is ask your cells in the body to reset so they're always youthful. Well, that is just one way of doing things, but changing the way that you feel about yourself is another. So the new emotion that you could be thinking of, or the new affirmation, is I am balanced and peaceful in all changes of cycles, and I bless my body with love. That's a lovely thing to say. So all of these things that I'm saying to you is the new emotion, the new energy that you should have towards yourself. You can put these on post-it notes and just have them around, because then your whole day you're vibrating this particular message to yourself. And if you have them all over the fridge, chances are someone will read it and then they're vibrating that energy all over the place. So that is one thing that you can also do. So menopause problem, fear of no longer being wanted. Well, perhaps we can bring on menopause by doing that also, you know, or bring on sudden aging. How many people do you know that have suddenly aged in 5 years really, really quickly? And it always boils down to some sort of deep fear about it. You know, they're actually thinking about it so much they've brought it onto themselves. I always tell myself that I'm getting younger all the time. And I like that, because then I'm not worried about anything. It may not, it feels true to me. Okay, so fear of aging, self-rejection. So you look at yourself and you don't like what you see. You just, bleh, can't even handle looking at yourself in the mirror. And so many people do this, it's not funny. We really need to connect back with ourselves again and, feel this strength within of who we are. And if we want to heal, there's no point saying, oh, I want to heal this in my life, but, it's only going to come back and this and that. You're making that happen for yourself. Healing is changing what you've always done, because wanting something to change whilst everything stays the same is just silly. If we are changing what we've always done, we're going to see a change. So perhaps try these things. And don't feel silly. Everyone's got to start from somewhere. You don't look at yourself in the mirror every single second of every single day and go, woohoo, I'm gorgeous, wow. All those sorts of things. We don't have to do that all the time, but we do have to appreciate ourselves. And instead of looking in the mirror and going, oh my God, like that, instead of doing that, we just go, okay, this looks great, whatever. And who cares? Then other people will say, wow, they see this confidence in you. And that's attractive. It's not your body or what you look like, it's the confidence that is attractive. And there you go. So just change the way you're feeling and looking at yourself. Menstrual problems. Okay, so this happens when, at that time of the month, then you've got all that pain and carry on. Rejection of one's femininity. Guilt, fear, and belief that the genitals are sinful or dirty. So if anyone has ever suffered sexual abuse or sexual harassment, especially when you are a child, you can go through severe gynecological problems as you get older, because a lot of your pain and a lot of your guilt, even, there is a lot of guilt when there is sexual abuse, is pushed down and pushed down and pushed down, right down to the bottom of your stomach into this area. And even men that have been, sexually abused as children, or had weird sexual fantasies, or, been sexually harassed and all of that, they feel guilt and they feel disgust for themselves, not for the other person as much, for themselves. They blame themselves for this taking place, and they too push down these feelings because they don't want anyone to see that, especially a male. He doesn't want to appear to be weak. He wants to be strong. So he's going to push all that down, and he's going to have trouble with his testicles. He may have trouble with a low sperm count, and even trouble with intimacy issues and all these sorts of things. Girls, you may have trouble during sex. Like, you may have a lot of pain going on there during sex. You may have terrible painful ovaries. You may have big lumps and cysts in your ovaries, and this is all stemming from rejection of your own self, your own, if it's femininity, yes, or your masculinity. You're rejecting that part of you, who you are, because it's been hurt, it's been damaged. And guilt and fear, and believing that you're dirty in some way. Of course, you wouldn't tell anybody that, you wouldn't admit that, but you know that within yourself. So you have to accept your full power. And this is what it says here. I accept my full power as a woman or a man, and accept all my bodily possessors as normal and natural. I love and approve of myself. Things like this happening to us and having these issues and things going on in our life is there as a signpost to us. Like, we've been abused or whatever's happened to us in the past, and it was something that was required. It's hard to explain in that kind of thing. It sounds nasty, but before you came to life, there were certain things that you wanted to get through. Okay, a lot of us were abused and all of these sort of things, and it is an agreement that this happens. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it is an agreement in the soul, in a soul contract type of way. It is a karmic debt. It is something that you needed to learn or get over, or help this other person who's done this horrible thing to you get over it as well, and go through this lifetime. and learn something from this. It is the most horrible thing that could happen to anybody, and you know, it is happens so much more than ever gets recorded anyway. You know, there's just people that just never tell, not even to this day, and they feel that it's something that they've done wrong. No, it wasn't. It wasn't anything that you could have done wrong. You haven't made this happen to yourself or anything like that. But it was something in your life that was to then benefit you later on. It was there to benefit you later on. It doesn't, like I said, it is complex, but it is there for your benefit, and you have to then go perhaps and teach other people how they can heal from this. Perhaps you can be in outreach to other people that are going through all kinds of problems within their body. Perhaps it inspired you to become a healer yourself, or work in the health profession, or a counsellor, or a spiritual guide maybe. You know, it's inspired you because you've had these hardships, and that goes for any type of hardship that hasn't been your fault. It's been there so that you could then go ahead and help someone else out. And you know, this also goes for people when there's problems going on inside of your body. It also goes for people that are rejecting who they want to be. Like, there are many cross-dressers. You know, there are people that are women that would like to be a male but can't because of the family issues, and there are males that like to be females, and they're so embarrassed about who they are really, because they know that their parents won't accept them. So they go around in hiding, and there's all kinds of problems that go on when we do not accept ourselves completely without caring what anyone else thinks of us. So this is something that was coming up a lot actually, because I do a lot of readings and healings for people. This whole sexual abuse, you know, wanting to be a different sex and all of that is coming up so much because these people are actually starting to get stronger and stronger and more willing to speak about it, and they are going to then go on and they're going to have so much knowledge because they're first-hand, you know, people that are first-hand survivors of things like this can then go and be a support, and it is healing so many more people. So even if something terrible like this happened to you, you are going to help so many more people if you speak up and speak out about it and admit how you were feeling about it, you know, and all of your feelings about it. You're going to be able to heal yourself in crazy ways, you know, like amazingly healing yourself. You're going to be able to talk to other children. You're going to know exactly what to say to them. You're going to know exactly how they feel. So this one thing, this one sacrifice you made in your life to have this happen to you was in order to help the masses of people, more people than you can imagine. Some people don't, some people will keep it to themselves and go to their grave with that. And you know, that is their choice. But for the most of us, we are here to express and help other people in the way that we know how to do it. And we get stuff off of our chest and we don't feel guilty about it anymore. And I'm sorry, sometimes I can, you know, go on, but you know, I've experienced just about every kind of abuse that you can imagine, and I don't have a problem with talking about it anymore. At one stage I would have said to myself, oh no, you don't say anything because these family members may be watching, and you know, you just got to keep your mouth shut. But I don't really mind anymore. Like, I don't care because of all of this happening to myself in my own life. And, you know, not saying that I wanted to be a male or anything like that, but sexual abuse, physical abuse, all of those things, like bad violence and things like that, have happened all my life. And at the time, I felt like, oh, why is this happening to me? Or I'm disgusting, or I'm dirty, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm 1,000 things. I must be, you know, I couldn't, I felt like I couldn't be attractive because if I was attractive, I would attract the wrong kind of attention. And there was tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. But what it has done is it's allowed me to be who I am today, slowly but surely, build myself up, heal my body, teach other people how to heal themselves, talk to people about problems that they have that they would never tell anybody else, get them through that. And then they go off and they go and tell other people, and then, you know, this healing and helping is starting to go everywhere. Not saying that it started with me or anything like that, but, you know, you can see how the ripple effect of the good things that you could do for people far outweighs, you know, the bad things that happen to us in our life. And so that is why we chose that thing to be there. You know, we said, okay, I will do that, you know, and I'll get through that, and then I'll be able to help thousands more people because I will understand what they think. And in reality, most of us have this kind of purpose in our life where it's to help other people, and it's to you know, have some challenges and things that we overcome so that we can then share you know, with other people what journey that we have been through, and they share and they share and they share, and on it goes. And if we want the world to change, and we need to be, you know, open with ourselves, and you know, open with what's happened to us in our life, say things out loud, you know, allow yourself to do that without the fear of being rejected by people, because who really cares? If you're strong enough within yourself, then you can get through anything. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you. You don't need a relationship, you don't need friends or anything. If you have this strength within yourself, naturally you're going to attract people who want to learn from you, but you know, you don't really, it's a choice, in other words. It's not something you must have. And I know when I was younger, I felt like I must have friends, and or else you know, I would be all alone and all those sorts of things. So I hope that this is helping somebody out there. You know, for some reason I put my book down and I started to get serious with you guys. But you know, all my stuff is out there. Like you already know that I've been through a whole lot of stuff, and there's a whole lot more that, you know, is probably not even worth talking about. But there are so many things that, you know, I can relate to you guys in situations. It's only now I realise why every little thing had to take place. You know, it's as you get a little bit older you start to realise. But I also didn't have someone that told me all these things either. You know, when I was younger, if someone explained all this to me, I might have been able to get through it. But it is what it is, and you know, I'm here to help you guys. If you need help or just want someone to talk to, you know, you can talk to me, or whatever it is that you want to do, because you know, I do understand, and you know, there is help. We're never alone in the universe. We have many guardian angels. We have our spirit guides, we have God, which is the source of everything. We have our higher self, which is always in connection with you and the other side of the veil, always in connection. You know, we've got all this there, we just don't feel that we do. So I wanted to, you know, I don't know where it all come from. I didn't plan any of this, it just sort of came out today. But I hope it is helping someone out there. Know that you can heal anything that you want to in your life with the way that you think. Your mind is so controlling, it can control everything going on within you, and it can also make things a whole lot worse. So you know, start being positive about yourself. Just even saying the affirmations without even believing them yet is the biggest step forward for you. It'll really start to integrate healing in your life. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to focus my intention on sending healing energy to those who would like to receive this. And I just close my eyes for a couple of minutes or however long it is, and I am focusing an intention of sending out healing energy to you guys. All you need to do is ask that your guardian angels are with you, especially Archangel Michael, who will protect you from anything, and you just say, I now accept the healing energy into my body wherever it needs to go. And so you just focus on, yes, I accept this healing energy coming through to my body, and I'm just going to send it. And then if you want to, leave a comment below with the colors that you could sense or see, and that would actually be referring to different areas of your life that may be healing. Okay, so now I'm going to close my eyes and let's get to it. All right. Okay, everyone, how did you feel after that? I will tell you that the most colour that I could see was purple. So a deep purple was swirling around, swirling through. So I was also feeling that there was a lot of people who were actually doing this and really receiving this time, really accepting this into their life. So I'm very, very grateful for each one of you. So there you go. There is another little session of heal. You can heal your life and you are a healer. So I will be continuing on in this book if you've been enjoying it. Remember, you can ask questions if you want to see something in particular about healing, for example, or you're just really enjoying this, you don't want me to stop. You know, just leave your comment down below and I've